Hello, my name is Jonathan Gorham. I'm a part of Group 3, and for our contingency plan, we'll start off by creating the plan, which is basically establishing the organizational goals and deciding how to accomplish them. The goals we want to achieve in this plan is just being able to leave the students with the capability to remain in contact with their professors, then the library, and other resources in a short term. Allow them to still learn being virtually from not being at school. The university does not want them to fail this semester. And to accomplish the goals, we first need to research the best way to facilitate classes that students can still learn and receive the balanced social and work life. And the college students, a lot of students will be working, especially during the pandemic right now, to support their families and others. So I feel as though being fully virtual will definitely support and benefit everyone. And although research has shown that students do study more and retain more information by being in person, a lot prefer being in person than being online. And this proves that students prefer in class, but due to the circumstances, we can't offer that right of now. But in order to adapt to this situation, we need to come up with a great effective plan and to improve the engagement and learn how to engage effectively. Next, we will have to be able to plan and give students work and test, which is an important part in the curriculum. So integrating Blackboard and McGraw Connect is a great use source to implement in the school to solve this problem. Blackboard is an application where students can check their online work, take quizzes, and communicate with their other peers. And McGraw is a platform where students can, read their online books and essentially do the same thing, take quizzes and tests depending on the class. And this is just a flexible and robust toolkit, and it saves students and teachers time and enhances the learning at a faster pace due to everyone being at their own time schedule during the times right now. And this software ensures that students and teachers are able to keep track of grades easily from their phone, the mobile app, and things of that sort. And I feel like this would just fall under having a Blackboard account, and just importance overall, just to have good control over this whole plan. And this is just the first part, the planning part of our contingency plan. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christina Freeman, and my part in the group research project was doing the abstract as well as 2 out of the 4 functions of management. In the abstract, I talked about how we were going to transition Bowie State from face-to-face learning to online learning. I talked about how the C-suites and the 4 functions of management contributed to our plan as well. I also did the 2 out of 4 functions of management. I did leading and control. Leading, without a leader, there is no structure. There's no one to make the heavy decisions. There's no one to call on. There's no one to ask for help. So leading is a big part of this plan. Also control. Without control comes chaos. There needs to be order, structure. There needs to be a plan. There needs to be a way students can ask questions. There just needs to be order.
Hello, my name is Erin Green, and I had the organizing part. So basically just explaining the 4 functions of how they will keep Bowie State running smoothly. The CEO will just make sure all the kids are doing what they're supposed to be doing with online learning and make sure they know how to do it. The CFO will take care of all the budget and expenses to make online easier and affordable. The CIO will manage how to make sure everything is running smoothly. So basically that all the kids know how to use online learning with the Blackboard Connect and how to keep in contact with teachers. And then the COO will basically just keep the CEO on track and make sure like what the CEO don't see that they catch and make sure that they are running back letting the CEO know.
Hello, my name is Daniel Futrell, and I'm a part of Group 3, and the part of the essay that I did was part 3, which is, it says, also in your response, ensure you consider how you're going to advise BSU C-suite to create value, inspire others, problem solving, and influencing their employees to adopt the contingency plan. So I started off with value, and value, I said, to bring value to virtual schooling, you can align course objectives to future careers, bringing empathy to the online classroom, and creating opportunities for faculty-student engagement. And that says the workforce has experienced a great deal of change. Students want to know that they're basically learning in their courses, which is preparing them for the next steps in their life. And so students can know, like, what I'm doing right now is actually going to help me. And it's just not a filler for my life. And it's actually something that will help me in my future and in my career. And then showing career readiness is the number one priority for students. A lot of students during COVID have asked how they can bring assignments to life. And as students strive to keep up with all of their classes, they are dealing with many roles in this pandemic. And educators need to think past essays and lectures and provide flexibility. Educators should let students demonstrate mastery in many different ways other than just always test. You should be able to do more things such as group work or, things such as like projects, just so you can see like it's not always about just the tests and the grades and everything. It's more so about like the student at the end of the day right now during COVID, because many students are going through many different things. During the increasing use of technology today, students and staff enjoy the essence of hands-on learning and collaboration. There is no way technology can replace hands-on interaction. The community that you have in a traditional classroom is not replicated online, said Naufer from the University of Alabama. Many educators are leaving technology to create a better and more helpful experience that allows them to discuss and collaborate virtually. And we need to be listening to our students more than ever, said Professor Neufer from Chicago School of Professional Psychology. We need to be patient with them and recognize that while there is more than one way to teach, there are also multiple ways to learn. The next thing I said was you can get one to inspire another by creating teamwork. Basically finding like spark coaches, and a spark coach is basically like a person that cares more than just about your school. It's a person that cares about your life. It cares about you on the outside of school and your day-to-day life. In a classroom, teamwork will train younger people for workplaces where teamwork is key and mandatory to succeed. It will also teach younger people to think about others. Spark coaches are people who take interest in another person's life, path of school, and work field, basically, to help ignite and guide their passion. Just there's somebody they can call when they're going through things, when they need help outside of school and things like that. The quality of relationships in young people's lives have a whole lot of positive outcomes. So usually the people that you meet during your childhood are people that influence you then, and eventually when you grow up, they'll also influence your older ideas and decisions that you make. Intensity in relationships promote increased engagement in school and give higher aspirations for their futures and a greater sense of belonging. Helping your students outside can teach them about themselves and the outside world. Basically, me transitioning to the point that teachers should try to do some things outside and not always just in the classroom or in the kitchen behind the computer, so they can get many different ways of learning, and they can broaden their view of outside, not always just be behind the computer and learning behind the computer. I said problem-solving skills are mandatory in life. Teaching students the basics of problem-solving skills are very important and should be mandatory at all institutions. The 4 ways you can help with problem-solving are giving your students hard problems, making problem-solving relatable to the student's life, teaching your students how to grapple, and putting more importance on student understanding than only getting the right answer. So basically, you want to be able to help students with problem-solving also during your lessons. So problem solving is a big thing in life and when you grow up. So students should be able to get through problems and deal with problems and be able to fight problems head on. In real life, we're not going to have nice problems that will be easy to understand. So teach your students now how to deal with hard problems. We will have complex problems that require more knowledge than the regular math, science, or reading class. Challenges in the real world won't be simple, and the problems preparing us for that world shouldn't be either. You should make problems that are relevant to students' lives to help them understand and grasp the concept of problem solving. You shouldn't always drill getting the right answer into our students' head, but teaching them to understand and to be able to work on it and basically solve it over time. It shouldn't always have to be you need to get it the first time I say it or the first time I teach it. Some kids don't, so you got to teach them like how to basically like it's a part of their life and it can be a part of school. So you're solving a problem in class and you're solving a problem in life. Just show them how they can break things down and take things one step at a time so they can get to the end result. Lastly, I said to get employees to gravitate to a contingency plan, you can educate them, keep them on track, and make sure the plan is simple. Educating your employees can teach them the purpose of your plan and the benefit to the students. Educating the staff will also help them understand all of the assigned work and deadlines they have to meet. If you educate somebody and teach somebody, it'll usually help them. It'll give them more insight on a project or a subject. And in this case, it'll be the plan, the contingency plan. So if you teach the teacher what to do and what not to do, when to do this and when not to do it, they'll be more open-minded and more open to the subject or the fact of what is going on around them. Making sure your plan is simple is very important. Don't make a hard plan, because hard plans are hard for people to understand. And definitely during COVID right now, people have a lot of things going on. So you don't want to throw too much at somebody at one time. So you want to give them like something that's simple and easy, a plan, so they can go through it. And if they have to look back at it again, it'll be easy instead of having to read multiple pages or chapters and things like that. The easier you make something for a person, the more they will be able to comprehend the work at hand. And that was my part of the project. Thank you.